Yo, what up? This is a new episode right here. This will be volume 12 of my rap album update. You know what I'm saying? You guys know that I'm going to be reviewing classic hip hop albums non-stop. You know what I'm saying? This will be the 20th anniversary edition. Reason being because I'm going to be reviewing the album that just turned 20 years old today. And that album would definitely have to be this album right here. Public Enemy's sixth album, He Got Game, released in 1998. Um, Y'all guys must know who Public Enemy are, you know what I'm saying? One of the greatest and one of the most influential hip hop groups of all time, you know what I mean? You know, the group consists of members of Chuck D, Flavor Flav, Terminator X, and S1Ws, you know what I'm saying? You know, they put out classic albums like Yo Bum Rush's Show, It Takes Nations of Millions to Hold Us Back, Fear of a Black Planet, Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Black, Music and Our Message. Like I said, this is their sixth album, released in 1998, and this is also the soundtrack to the Spike Lee movie, He Got Game. You know, with Denzel Washington, Ray Allen. Fucking love that movie right there. Very underrated basketball film. You know what I mean? Check that movie out if you haven't seen it. You know what I mean? This is actually the last album that PE did under Def Jam Records. You know what I'm saying? So before I get to the whole back the whole background of this album, let me start off the singles. All right, the only single off this album is He Got Game. There is a video for that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, Public Enemy. You know, one of the most controversial hip hop groups of all time. You know what I mean? Putting out classic albums over the years back in the 80s and shit like that. Like I said, this is their sixth album. This was released right after Music and a Message. It was dropped back in 1994, which is a very underrated, slept on album from PE. A lot of people don't really like talk about that album like that. When that album first came out, some people did not really like it because of the whole production, the whole you know content of the album. But I feel like the album's not as bad as people think it is. It actually has some dope tracks like Give It Up, So What You Gonna Do, What Kind of Power We Got, Thin Line Between Law and Rape, Whole Lot of Love Going On in the Middle of Hell, you know what I mean? Just dope ass joints, you know what I mean? To me, a very underrated album for Public Enemy. Like I said, some people like it, some people might not like it. But around the time, around like 94, the whole hype of Public Enemy was kind of like, going downhill. People were not really paying much attention to Public Enemy like that. Because you gotta understand, right? 1994, hip hop was at an all time high. I mean, you had, Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Wu Tang and Nas and Biggie, you know what I'm saying? Like, and, Tupac, it was all about them around the time, you know what I'm saying? Because, PE, they were like fucking, you know, the gods back in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Like, PE, they were like fucking making mad noise around that era, that decade, you know what I'm saying? But the 90s shit was dope. I mean, people kind of sleep on the 90s shit because, like, when people think of Public Enemy, they always, talk about, well, the late like post Fear of a Black Planet era Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like people, only talk about when people think of Public PE, they talk about Yo Bro Rush Show, It Takes Nations and Millions Towards Back, and Fear of a Black Planet, which a lot of people consider that those are their best albums to date. So Chuck D, he released a solo album back in 1996 called the Autobiography of Mr. Chuck. I actually heard that album. It was actually a dope album, you know what I mean? Like, it actually had some dope joints I actually like on there. But, a lot of people didn't really pay that much attention to that album when it first came out, you know what I'm saying? So, like 2 years later, Spike Lee was working on a He Got Game movie. I had to do something real quick. Like I said about the He Got Game album, you know what I mean? The only single that this album's known for is He Got Game. You know what I'm saying? There's a video for that. The producers on this album are the Bomb Squad, Dr. Period, dope producer. He made some beats for MOP and Smooth the Hustler, Danny Saber, Emnes Dubose, and Jack Dangers, and Kerwin Young. You know what I mean? And who else? Yeah, those are producers on the album. The guest appearances are Master Killer from Wu-Tang, Stephen Stills, KRS-One, Smooth the Hustler. That was it. You know what I'm saying? Track number one, Resurrection. Very dope song right there. Great way to start the album. Definitely love the beat from that joint. They all did their thing. Chuck D killed that shit. You know what I'm saying? Master Killer, he definitely had a dope verse. You know what I mean? Like definitely, like that is yo definitely one of my top. Definitely one of Public Enemy's most slept on singles in my opinion. Like that joint right there goes in. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't believe me? Check that song out. Track number two, He Got Game, featuring Stephen Stills. That was a single. You know, that was like the theme song for the He Got Game movie. You know, that was a cool song. You know what I mean? Like, it was a very different beat from Public Enemy. Kind of had like, it's kind of commercial in a way, but it was still dope. You know what I'm saying? It used the same sample as Buffalo Springfield's. For what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it features Stephen Stills on the track right there. Um, Track number three, excuse me, no, He Got Game. That was a very dope song right there. I actually enjoyed that song a lot. Track number three, Unstoppable, featuring KRS-One. One of my favorite songs of this album. Love the beat for that joint, man. KRS-One, one of the most influential MCs ever. He definitely goes off in that joint. His verse is unbelievable. Chuck D did his thing. That beat, oh my god. Every time I hear that song, I just get the goosebumps. Definitely one of the best songs of this album, in my opinion. Track number four, Shake Your Booty. That's like a Flavor Flav soul track. Wasn't really a big fan of that song, to be honest with you. It was too much for me. Sorry. Track number five, It's Your God a Dog. That was a very dope song right there, you know what I'm saying? Just talking about, you know, religion and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Definitely, you know, winning death on that shit. You know, talking about God and, you know, the whole ills of it. You know what I'm saying? Track number six, House of the Rising Sun. Very dope song right there, you know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely is nostalgic PE. Like, something that, it's the type of song that you would have heard on, their first three albums. Well, mainly, It Takes Nations and Millions Holders Back and Fear of a Black Planet. That has that vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, Chuck D just murdered that joint right there. Track number seven, Revelation 33 and the Third Revolutions. That was a cool song, you know what I'm saying? Definitely do like the beat. Track number eight, Game Face, featuring Smooth the Hustler. Very dope song right there. Smooth the Hustler, underrated MC from Brooklyn, New York. Him and his brother, Trigger the Gambler. I gotta do a review on Smooth the Hustler's first album, Once Upon a Time in America, which came out back in 1996. Fucking classic. Smooth the Hustler killed this joint right here. Definitely like the beat from DR period. Track number nine, Politics of the Sneaker Pimps. One of my favorite songs of this album. You know, Chuck D just, you know, break it down, you know, sneakers and shit like that. Fucking dope, you know what I mean? Like that beat right there. When I first heard that beat, yo, that song, man, I was hooked onto it ever since then. You know what I mean? Track number 10, What You Need Is Jesus. That's like a has that little religious vibe to it. That was actually a dope song. You know, Chuck D just talking about how people need, you know, Jesus in their life nowadays. Like, you never gonna know what's you gonna get yourself into. Like, everybody just gotta pray and pray. You know what I mean? Um, Track number 12. No, excuse me. Track number 11, Super Agent. Very dope song right there. You know what I'm saying? Another beat that has like a commercial vibe, but it'll still ill. You know what I mean? You know, just talking about how, you know, certain basketball players have, you know, agents that will like fuck their career. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a braggadocio type track. You know what I mean? Track number 12, Go Cat Go. That was a dope song. You know what I mean? It has that rock influence. And the last track, track number 13, Sun Death Interlude. That was like the last track off the album. It's like a Professor Griff spoken word. In fact, this was actually the first album that, you know, Professor Griff returned to the group after, you know, he left PE around like 89, 90. Because if you're a fan of Public Enemy, you guys must know the story about the issue that PE had with Professor Griff. You know, he was like throwing, you know, anti-racial slurs at Jewish people. That's what got him kicked out the group around the, you know, the Fear of a Black Planet era. So Professor Griff, he started doing, you know, soul albums and stuff like that, and he returned in '98 for the He Got Game soundtrack. In fact, this is actually the last album to feature Terminator X. You know what I mean? Until they had a new DJ, DJ Lord. You know what I'm saying? All right, by far this is a very underrated album right here. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people don't really talk about this album that much. I mean, it's very slept on. You know what I mean? I actually enjoyed this album. You know what I mean? It's very dope. No, not the best Public Enemy album, but still an amazing album to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, I mean, yeah, the production. It was some songs I could have done without, but overall, man, fucking amazing album right here. Definitely a great soundtrack to one of my favorite Spike Lee movies of all time. You know what I'm saying? Definitely one of my favorite soundtracks of all time, if you ask me. Hip hop movie wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, definitely one of the best hip hop albums come out the year 1998. I mean, definitely amazing. You know, PE, Public Enemy, definitely one of my favorite groups of all time. The music definitely played a big part of my life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, um, this album's actually out of print, but you can probably order it online and shit like that. I need to get a physical copy of this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you're a fan of Public Enemy, fan of political hip hop, Spike Lee, Chuck D, late '90s hip hop, or if you're a fan of anything that came out Def Jam Records, then this is down for you. So this is Public Enemy. He Got Game soundtrack released in 1998. Must cop, definitely classic. That was it for volume 12 of my rap album update. Hope y'all enjoyed. Salute.